Welcome to Newsmaking Headlines on April 5th. It's never a dull moment in Thai politics, is it? Interesting developments keep taking place, especially when you scrutinize what Deputy Prime Minister Suthep Thaugsuban has to say each day. Thairat's columnist Lom Plien Thit interprets Suthep's remarks that the Democrat Party has never lacked leaders. It has PM candidates all lined up, namely Kon Chatikawanith, Aphirak Kosayothin, and Mom Rachawong Sukhumpan Baripat. The columnist says it's evident that, as Party Secretary General, Suthep's influence goes beyond that of the party leader. The columnist even dared to say that the Democrats are fed up with PM Abhisit Vechachiwa's robotic style of leadership, calling him Mr. Robot for his insensitivity to public plight. Well, this could be stretching the truth, but the columnist goes on to write that whenever the country is hit by a crisis, Abhisit fails to manage the crisis with strong leadership. Let's wait and see if Suthep will spring up more surprises, wielding his influence and making changes. Yes, Thai politicians never stop to amaze you. Take for instance Pracharat Party leader Sanot Thienthong, who suddenly made a U-turn, is teaming up with the Pheu Thai, a decision that forced many to check if it's just an April Fool's joke. But it's true, there is no permanent friend or foe in politics. Meanwhile, Pujatkan's Phang Kwa Chao Praya column doesn't mince any words in its headline, which says Sanot in 2006 and in 2011. Believe it or not, 5 years had changed a man into a dog. A colorful speaker, Sanot's article in a book called Seeing Through Thaksin heavily attacked the fugitive ex-PM. At the end of that article, Sanot wrote that Thaksin wanted to have dinner to patch up differences between them, but he refused, saying, "Do not turn me into a dog, let me be a human." So what's Sanot's reason for jumping on the Pheu Thai bandwagon? He says, "I cannot stand by idly and seeing the country plunge into turmoil." Well, you be the judge of that. And although politicians have subtly shifted to election gear, reports about a possible coup have not faded from newspaper front pages. Election Commissioner Sotsi Satayatham insisted to the press that there is foundation to the rumor of a silent coup because she says she talked to a military insider. Army Chief Prayut Chan-o-cha has countered her, putting all coup rumors to rest. Komchatluk's headlines say, "Soldiers not to interfere in government forming." Prayut reiterates, "Country will go to poll." Meanwhile, Thai Post headline screams, "Slap Sotsi's mouth. Do your duty and manage the election well." Thai Post reported that Abhisit is not very happy with Commissioner Sotsi's interview, saying that if she just manages the election well, there will be no coup. Okay, let's go from politics to business. Thai Post says, foreign funds steadily flowing into the country, causing the baht to strengthen. That's not very good news for the export sector. But the fund inflow may not continue, according to the newspaper. The report says a pollster surveyed the economic situation and believes the uptrend will fade as the Thai economy will be hampered by negative factors from flooding in the south and the Japanese disaster to the Arab crisis. Lastly, those who own an Alsatian or German Shepherd, beware. If your dog is excessively possessive of you, it might turn on anyone whom it believes is a threat to you. Komchatluk's headlines say, Alsatian mauls 5-year-old boy face damaged. This happened in the central province of Ang Thong. Bunchu Songkra said her 4-year-old male Alsatian, which she raised from a puppy, does not like children and has often bit some who came to her house. With the school summer vacation on, her grandson came to stay with her. The grandson was following her in the house as she was tidying up when she heard the dog attacking the little boy. With difficulty, she pulled the dog away as it mauled the boy. and quickly rushed him to hospital where he received 10 stitches on his face. She said she has now given up on the dog and wants to get rid of it, but has to ask her son what to do with it. Well, German Shepherds are a powerful breed and actually known to love children they grow up with. But this dog, which is highly protective and trustworthy, needs to be heavily socialized with humans from a young age so that it does not attack visitors who come to its house. Indeed, the owner needs to provide leadership and have a firm hand on the dog and just to take nothing for granted. This breed needs to be closely watched, especially if it's on the loose when people visit. As dog psychology expert Cesar Milan says, it's always the owner's fault. Well, it's sad if the dog has to be euthanized or locked away in a shelter. Rehabilitating the dog could be the answer. I have a German Shepherd, and I know he'll give his life to protect me. Let's hope the poor little boy gets well soon. Bye.